Hello friends, welcome to the video solutions of JIPMAT 2025. In this video, we'll be solving all the original questions from the LRDI section. Let's get started. First question, arrange the following words alphabetically as in a dictionary. Savior, savage, sausage, savor. We can see that all of them start with SA, okay, so far. Now, three of them have V while one of them has U. U, V, W, X, Y, Z. So, sausage, C comes first, and then after U we have V, V, V. V, A comes first, that would be B, and then after A comes I, that would be A, and then after that comes O, right? A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O. So, A, V, A, and then V, I, then V, O, that's D. So, that gives us option 3, C, B, A, D, that's the order, sausage, and then savage, and then savior, and then savor. Which of the following statements are correct? Doctor is related to diagnosis in the same way as judge is related to court. Doctor is responsible for diagnosis, or we can say doctor gives diagnosis. The same way judge is responsible for judgment, judge gives judgment, but judge does not give court, right? This relationship is not actually very appropriate. Doctor gives diagnosis, judge gives judgment. I would have expected judgment here, not court, really. If I want court here, then I should have said doctor is related to clinic or hospital, right? Doctor goes to a clinic, judge goes to a court, right? So, A is definitely not one of them. So, option 1 is ruled out, option 2 is ruled out. Now, we are stuck between B and D or C and D, right? Let's look at B. Bouquet is related to flowers in the same way as sentence is related to words. Bouquet is made up of flowers. I put enough flowers, I put together enough flowers, I'll make a bouquet. Similarly, I put together enough words, I will form a sentence. This is appropriate. Enough flowers make a bouquet, enough words make a sentence. So, B is definitely right here. In an exam mode, I'll go with option 4. I won't even read the next two. But here, just out of curiosity for the purpose of learning, let's look at statement C. Thermometer is related to temperature in the same way as hygrometer is related to density. Thermometer measures temperature. Thermometer is an instrument used to measure temperature, while hygrometer, hygro, that's the keyword water, hygrometer is used to measure humidity, right? Not density. So, this relationship is not right. Thermometer used to measure temperature and hygrometer is used to measure humidity but not density. So, C is wrong, but that we sort of already knew, right? In the exam we already marked this and moved on a minute ago. Last one, tree is related to sapling in the same way as horse is related to foal. Okay, you plant a sapling, it eventually becomes a tree. You have a foal. Foal is the younger one of a horse. When you are young, you are a foal, you are called a foal, then you become a horse. A sapling grows into a tree, a foal grows into a horse. So, D is right and B is right. B and D are right. But again, we really marked that a long while ago. We didn't read statement C and D. We knew B was right, we knew A was wrong. So, we could have marked option 4, right? Mr. X starts walking straight towards east. Alright, he is walking straight towards east. After walking 75 meters, he turns to the left, means he turns north and walks 25 meters. Alright. Again, he turns to the left. Now, he is facing north, he turns left, he will face west. Walks a distance of 40 meters. This is 40. Again, he turns to the left. He is walking straight towards west. Now, he turns left, he will be facing south and he walks a distance of 25 meters. Right. So, he went up 25, he came down 25, he is at level. You can say this entire distance was 75 and a part of that was 40. So, what is this remaining distance? This would be 35 meters. Now, what is the question asking? How far is he from the starting point? Remember, this was the starting point and this is the final point or ending point. The gap is 35 meters, option 3. If minus stands for division, plus for multiplication, divided by for subtraction and into for addition, then which one of the following equations is correct? Alright, so I have plus here. What is this plus? This plus is into, alright, and this minus stands for division, okay, this divided by stands for subtraction, and this minus stands for, once again, division, right? So 6 into 20, 120, 120 divided by 12, 10, 10 minus 7 divided by 1 is 7, 10 minus 7 is 3, that's not 38, so we need to find which one satisfies the right hand side, right? Check the second one, minus stands for division, this is 6 divided by 20, 6 divided by 20, now divided by is subtraction, minus, we don't have to go further, 6 divided by 20 is 0.3, that will not be an integer anyway, right? What about 3? Because see, this is the only division, none of the others are divisions, right? 6 plus 20, so this is 6 into, plus stands for multiplication, 6 into 20, minus stands for division, divided by 6 into 20, 120 divided by 12, that would be 10, alright, divided by stands for subtraction, 10 minus, and into stands for addition, right? So 6 into 20, 120 divided by 12 is 10, 10 plus 1, 11, minus 7 is 4, 3 is also not my answer. Now do we really have to check option 4? No, I don't have to. I eliminated 1, 2, 3, 4 is automatically my answer, but here let's just solve it anyway. What is this? Divided by stands for subtraction, so this is 6 minus 20, into stands for addition, this is plus, plus stands for multiplication, alright, and minus stands for division, alright. So what do we have? 6 minus 20 plus 12 into 7 divided by 1 is 7, 12 into 7 is 84, 6 plus 84 is 90, 90 minus 20 is 70. This is just out of curiosity. In the exam, this is not worth actually solving. Since we have eliminated options 1, 2 and 3, option 4 is by default our answer, right? 4 persons, Raj, Prem, Ved and Ashok are married to 4 girls, Sushma, Kusum, Vimla and Poonam. Alright, so there are 4 boys and 4 girls. Sushma and Vimla are friends. Okay, it's a small table, not a big table, just one question. So we have Raj, Prem, Ved and Ashok. We have 4 friends and they are married to 4 girls, Sushma, Kusum, Vimla and Poonam. Okay, Sushma and Vimla are friends. Okay, Sushma and Vimla are friends. Okay, Kusum does not care for Ved. Kusum does not care for Ved. What does it mean? Kusum is not Ved's wife. That is the inference being drawn, right? Kusum does not care for Ved means Kusum is not Ved's wife. Prem's wife is friendly with Sushma. So Sushma is not Prem's wife, right? Prem's wife, whoever it is friendly with Sushma. So Sushma is someone else's wife. So not Prem's wife. What else do we know? Sushma does not like Raj. Okay. Sushma does not like Raj, which means again Sushma is not Raj's wife, right? What are the other pieces of information we have? Ved's wife does not like Sushma and Vimla. Ved's wife, I don't know who she is. She does not like Sushma or Vimla. Means Sushma and Vimla should be the other's wives, not Ved's wife, right? Now check Ved. His wife is not Kusum. His wife is not Sushma. His wife is not Vimla. There are only 4 girls and 3 of them are not his wives, which means the 4th one has to be his wife, not Kusum. And his wife doesn't like Sushma and Vimla, the other's wives. So his wife is not Sushma and Vimla. So Ved's wife has to be Poonam. What else? Raj's wife is not Sushma. Prem's wife is also not Sushma. If this is already Poonam, Ashok's wife must be Sushma, right? I know that Sushma and Vimla are friends. Sushma and Prem's wife. See, Prem's wife is friendly with Sushma and Sushma and Vimla are friends. So Prem's wife is none other than Vimla, right? Vimla, Poonam, Sushma. Who is the last one? Kusum. This would be Kusum, Raj's wife. Now, let's look at the sentences. Sentence 1, Raj's wife is Kusum. Raj's wife Kusum, that's right. Sushma's husband is Ashok, that's right. Poonam is wife of Ved, that is also right. And I have only A, B, C, D is not there here, right? Poonam is friendly with Vimla. Poonam is friendly with Vimla, that's not given. So we'll go with option 4, A, B and C only. if roast is coded as PQYUR, okay, ROAST is coded as PQYUR, okay. R to P, R has been transformed as P. Let's see whether it works or not. We don't know, we don't always know. Sometimes we transform and then rearrange, and then we take the first one and turn it into the last one and so on, right? So R to P, PQR, so R minus 1 is Q, minus 2 is P, alright, this is minus 2, it works. What about O? O, P, Q, O plus 2 gives me Q, fine. What about A? WXY, Z, A, Y plus 2 gives me A, so A minus 2 gives me Y. What about this? S, T, U, S plus 2 gives me U. Similarly, T, R, S, T, minus 2. So we see the pattern, minus 2 plus 2, minus 2 plus 2, minus 2. Alright, very clear pattern. Now what do we need to code? We need to code sloppy, SLOPPY. So the first one has to be minus 2, right? S minus 1 is R, minus 1 is Q, QRS. What about the next one? Plus 2, L plus 2, L plus 1 M, M plus 1 N. Alright, so QN, which of the options has a QN? Option 3. I am not going to waste my time and check for OPPY, right? S has been coded as Q, L has been coded as N, and that's all I need to know. Option 3 is our answer, right? If 4 different positions of a dice are shown below, then what number is opposite 3? Alright, so this is what the dice looks like. Only 3 faces are visible, and there are 3 more faces, the one at the bottom, the one at the back, and the one at that left, right? Only these 3 faces are visible. Let's take the first one, 2, 3, 6, alright. 2, 3, 6, 2 on top, 3 here to the left and 6 to the right. Now the second one says 2, 5 and 4. 5 and 4, see 2 is neighbors with, see every face will have multiple neighboring faces. For example, if you see 3, 2, 6, the one at the bottom and the one at the left, each face will have 4 neighbors, but every combination of 3 faces will have a vertex. 2, 3, 6 is connected at this corner and so on, right? 2, 5, 4, let's look for something more in common. Okay, let's take the third image. The third image has 3, 6 and 1, right? 3 and 6 are already neighbors. They have one more common neighbor. So that 1 has to be here. 1 is at the bottom, right? 1 is at that bottom face. Now we have 3, 5, 1. Okay, I have 3 and 1. So this right side face has to be 5. 3, 5, 1, that's the common face. 3, 6, 1, this is the common vertex, so on. Now I have 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, which means this face at the back has to be 4, right? Check 2, 5, 4. Yes, 2, 5, 4 is satisfied. 3, 6, 1, everything is satisfied. Now what's the question? What number is opposite 3? This is 3. What is opposite 3? This face, the face at the back, that's 4. Option 2. Face 4 is opposite face 3. Match the list 1 with list 2. Okay, list 1 problem figure. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, and in the middle we have 12. We have 2, 3, 5, 6, and then similarly we have 2, 2, 5, 9. Alright, we need to match it. Before we can match it, we need to understand what's the relationship between them, right? 12, 3, 2, 4, and 5. If we add them, this is 5 plus 4, 9, 11, 13. No, not really. The others are not adding either, right? 5 plus 3, 8 plus 6, 14, 16, but I have 18 in the middle. Instead, what we can do is multiply 2 into 4. 2 4s are 8, 3s are 24, 24 5s are 120, and divided by 10, what do we have? 5 into 3 into 4 into 2. 120 divided by 10 is 12. Alright, what about the second one? 5 into 6, 30, 32s are 60, 63s are 180. 180 divided by 10, 18. Alright, 5 2s are 10, 10 2s are 20, 9s are 180, which means I need 18 here. So A should be connected to 4, 18, A4. So option 1 is gone, option 2 is gone. A will have to be matched to 4. Okay, B will have to be matched to 3. So this is good, we are saving some time here, right? A4, automatically B is 3 in both the options. So I want to only check C or D, right? If we check C, what do we have here? 15, 10, 8, 8. Alright, 14 is 2 into 7. Alright, so this is 14, this is 15, this is 8, this is 10, 8, right? 15 minus 8 is 7, 10 minus 8 is 2, 7 into 2 is 14. Similarly, check here, 9 minus 5 is 4, 8 minus 6 is 2, 4 into 2 is 8. So what will we do? 11 minus 8 is 3, 6 minus 4 is 2, 2 into 3 is 6. So C has to match with 1 here. That will be option 4. We know the answer. Now we know the answer is option 4, but just in case, what about the others? What about B? How does it work? I know the answer is option 4, but also let's examine B. B is 1, 13, 3, 2, 5. Okay. From these, how do I get 13? Also, if you look at the last one, 4, 3, 1, 5. 5 2s are 10, 1 3s are 3. 10 plus 3 is 13. Similarly, 4 3s are 12, 12 plus 5 is 17. So what should be the middle one? 4 6 are 24, 1 into 5 is 5, 29. So B should match with 3. That's perfectly what we got. So just like that, out the last one also. How is the last one related? I have 7, 13, 3, 4, 5. 7, 3, 10, 14, 19, no, 7 4s are 28, 15, yes. 7 into 4 is 28, 5 into 3, 15, 28 minus 15 is 13. The next one, 8 4s are 32, 9 3s are 27, 32 minus 27 is 5. Similarly, 9 4s are 36, minus 8 3s are 24, 36 minus 24 is 12, D has to be 2. So with just A and C, we could identify that fourth option is the answer. We didn't actually have to do B and D in the exam, but here we did those two and they can be decoded, that logic, right? Next question. 7 persons A, B, C, D, E, F, G are sitting around a circle and are facing the center, right? Those are the 7 people. G is second to the left of C. Okay, let's say C is sitting here, second to the left. G would be sitting here. G is second to the left of C, C who is to the immediate left of F. Alright, this is what it is. A is third to the left of E. Okay, I have 4 places and I want A to be third to the left of E. Alright, so can we have E here? Just thinking out aloud. A is third to the left of E. 1, 2, 3. Right? A can be here, correct? What else? Can E be here? 1, 2, 3. No, A would be here. No. Can E be here? 1, 2, 3. A has to be there. No. So this is ruled out. This is ruled out. Okay. What about E here? If E is here, 1, 2, 3. A can be there, right? So we actually have 2 possible cases. Let's draw both of them quickly. That's one. And that's the other, right? So we could draw the same thing in the same figure, both the possibilities, but we'll make it end up looking a little clumsy. This is C, G is second to the left of C, C who's to the immediate left of A, right? A is third to the left of E. So what did we do? We put A here, 1, 2, 3, we put E here. That's one case, right? And what's the other case? We put G is here, C is here, F is here, and the other case is where? Alright, G is not here, G is second to the left, G is here. The other case is where? E is here, 1, 2, 3, A is here. Now we have one more condition. What is that? B is between D and E. Alright, B, see, we have filled up everyone except B and D now, right? B has to be between D and E. Now I put B here, D here. B will not be between D and E, he'll be away from. So this case is ruled out. Now I want B to be sitting between D and E. So D will be here and B will be here. This is the only case that we're talking about. Who is sitting immediate right of G? Check G. G is facing the center. Immediate right would be A. That would be option 4. Next question. The mirror image of this figure is, alright, what will be the mirror image? Assume here is a mirror, right? We just flip it here. So what will happen? This is what it will look like. This image will come here, right? How many of them? 3 of them have the image here. Now look at this hand. This hand will be retained horizontally even here, correct? This hand has to be straight, and fortunately only in option 4 that hand is actually straight, right? Mirror image means we flip it about this axis. So this circle comes here, this hand comes here, this hand goes there. So the farther hand should be inclined, right? And the closer hand should be straight, horizontal, right? That's option 4. Next question. The water image means, assume this is the water and what will be the reflection around this, right? Take this arrow for example. This arrow has to look something like this, right? And the other arrow, we can draw it, but let's check how many of them correspond to this very closely. That's only one option, that's option 3. If a cube is painted yellow on all faces and cut into 27 small cubes of equal size, alright, we have a cube cut into 27 cubes of equal size. So we see that we made 2 cuts on the front face, 2 cuts horizontally and 2 cuts vertically. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Similarly, we got 9 in each layer, 27 total cubes. Now, what did we do? It was painted yellow on all the faces. So, all these faces that are visible, all of them are painted yellow, alright. Now, which of the following statements are correct? 6 cubes are painted on one face only. Okay, I want one face only. How can I say? That would be this one, right? One face, one face, one face, right? So, let me mark this. This one would be marked painted on all 3 faces, right? 3, this face, this face, this face, 3, 3, 3. So, all the corner ones would be painted on all 3 faces. These would be painted on exactly 2 faces, right? This will be painted on 3 faces, this on 3 faces, this on 2 faces and so on, right? And this bottom one again on 2 faces, this front face and the bottom face, correct? Now, if you look at this face, a cube has 6 faces. And on this face, there's only one cube which is painted only on one face, correct? One cube per face. There are 6 such faces. 6 into 1 would be 6. So, the first one's actually correct. There are 6 cubes which are painted only on one face, right? Next one, there is only one cube which is not painted on any face. Alright. So, this is a cube, 3 by 3 cube. If we remove the top layer and the bottom layer, we remove the front layer and the back layer, and we remove the right side layer and the left side layer, right? Instead of 3 by 3, right, we are removing one at the top, one at the bottom, one at the left, one at the right, one on the sides. We will be left with a 1 by 1 cube or only one cube at the center. This one cube has not been exposed to paint on any side, right? So, that one cube is not painted on any face. That is right. Now, we can convert this into a formula. Obviously, if I have a cube of the size x by x, I can say x minus 2 cube into x minus 2 cube, right? So, there are 6 cubes which have 2 faces painted, okay. 2 faces would be how many cubes? See this, 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 on this face, right? There will be 4 on the back face also. So, C is definitely not right. And what about the next one? There are 8 cubes which have 3 faces painted, correct? This corner one corner, 2 corner, 3 corner, 4 corner, similarly 5th corner, 6th corner, 7th corner and the invisible 8th corner. So, there will be 8 cubes which have all the 3 faces painted. That would be A, B and D only. That would be option 3. Pointing to a man in a photograph, a woman said, this man in the photograph, I don't know who he is, but he is a man, so I'll just put a plus here. Pointing to him, a woman said, his brother's father, which means same as his father, right? His brother's father is not different from his own father. His brother's father, okay, let's call him father F, is the only son of my grandfather. Alright, so this man in the photograph, he has a brother and he has a father. His father is the only son of my grandfather. Alright, so this lady, this woman is sharing this grandfather. Now, how can that happen? She can either be a daughter of this father, right, or Remember, the question only says the only son, it did not mention only child, right? Only son is different from only child. This is the only son, which means G, this grandfather can actually have a daughter, right? And her daughter could be this woman, right? So this woman can be the grandfather's daughter's daughter or the grandfather's son's daughter. If she is the grandfather's son's daughter, she'll be a sister to this man in the photograph, right? If she is the daughter's daughter, she'll be a cousin to the man in the photograph. Do we have a cousin? No, we don't, but we only have a sister. So this question is technically flawed. It has two possible answers, but in the best spirit of the exam, we'll go with sister because that's the closest option. If we had a sister or cousin, ideally we should have gone with that, right? So that's option 3 in the exam. There is a certain relationship between two given words on one side and one word is given on the other side. All right. So genuine, authentic. Genuine and authentic are synonyms. Genuine means authentic, right? Mirage means, a mirage is something that you imagine there is which isn't actually. So it is an illusion. A mirage is an illusion, right? For example, travelers who are roaming in the deserts sometimes have mirages. They see illusions of an oasis. That's visual thinking. When you're traveling on a road, you see mirage. You see something like water on the road when it is not actually there. That happens because of refraction. Correct? So option 3, genuine and authentic are synonyms. Mirage and illusion are synonyms. 3 statements are given below, followed by 3 conclusions. You have to take the given statement to be true. All right. So we have statement, following that we have conclusions. Okay. So all right. So we have all dolls are windows, all bottles are windows, all cars are bottles. Okay. We have windows. This is the major set. All dolls are windows. All right. All bottles are windows. All bottles are windows, and all cars are bottles. Cars is a subset of bottles. Okay, this is what we have. Now, which of the conclusions can we draw? All cars are windows. All cars are inside bottles, which are inside windows. Yes, statement conclusion 1 is definitely valid. Some cars are dolls. I don't know. There could be some overlap. There might not be. I cannot actually say this. Some windows are cars. Yes, all cars are windows means this portion of the windows are also cars, right? Conclusion 1 follows and conclusion 3 follows. That would be option 3. Next question. There are 6 persons A, B, C, D, E and F in a family. C is the sister of F. All right. F, I don't know F's gender, but C is a sister. All right. B is the father of E's husband. B is the brother of E's husband. D is the father of A and grandfather of F. All right. D is the father of A and grandfather of F. All right. There are 2 fathers, so we have only one relation. B is the brother of E's husband. So E is female and B is male, right? There are 2 fathers, 3 brothers and a mother in the family. I already have DAFC, right? F is the only brother so far. I need more brothers, and the only way to do that is E's husband. E is the wife here, right? B is the brother of E's husband. This is E's husband A, male, and A, this person B is the brother. This is the grandfather, right? So what do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 males and 2 females. Now there are 2 fathers. This is the father. This is the father. 3 brothers, brother 1, brother 2 and brother 3. This one is a brother and a mother in the family, right? So which of these statements are correct? E is the mother in the family. E is the mother statement. A is definitely right. Okay. And A, we have only A, B or only A, B and C. So let's look at statement C directly. There are 4 male members in the family. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, C is correct. So we'll have to go with A, B and C only. Just in case, what was B? A is the husband of E. Yes, A is the husband of E. What's wrong with D? F is the son of D. No, F is the grandson of D. This was already mentioned in the question, right? A, B and C only, that's option 2. The missing term in the series 5824 and 5242. 5242 question mark 4247 3823. All right. What's the difference between 4247 and 3823? 47 minus 23 is 24. 42 minus 38 is 4. We're subtracting 424. Okay, 4247 minus 424. Okay, let's understand what happened here then. 5824 minus 5242. 4 minus 2, 2, 12 minus 4, 8, 7 minus 2, 5. Alright, so this is what is happening. 5824 minus 582, 424, 4247 minus 424. So what do we do here? We have 5242 from 5242, subtract 524. 42 minus 24, that's 18. So this one is, there's only one option with 18 in the last 2 digits. That's our answer. In any case, 52 minus 5 would have given us 47 in 5 more seconds, right? That's option 2. Match the list 1 with list 2. Okay. G, J, K, M, N, Q, R, T. Let's look at the first letters. G, H, I, G, H, I, J, K. This is plus 4. Okay. K, L, M, N. This is plus 3. N, O, P, Q, R. This is plus 4, right? G plus 4, K plus 3, N plus 4. So R we want plus 3, right? R, S, T, U. So A should be matched with 3. A3 means option 1 is gone, option 2 is gone. Now A3, B4, right? B will be common to 4 in either case. We just need to see whether C goes to 1 or 2 now, right? What is this? A, Z, C, X, F, U. So A is 1, Z is 26, the sum is 27, alright. Similarly, C is something, X is something, their sum is also 27. Alternately, what we can do, I can see that A, B, C, A plus 2 gives me C, C plus 3 gives me F, A plus 2, A, B, C, C, D, E, F plus 3, F plus G, H, I, J plus 4, F plus 4 gives me J, Q. So C should be 2 and D should be 1, right? The last one is also pretty similar. These are reverse. A, Z, the sum is 27. G, T, you can do the same thing. M, N, 13, 14, the sum is 27. Similarly, you can check S, H. Alright. So A, Z, C, X, F, U goes with J, Q. The answer would be option 4. Next question. Match the list 1 with list 2. Hospital, nurse, patient. Alright. In a hospital, we have both a nurse and a patient. So A should go with 3. Alright, we have 3 options with A3. What about B? Polygons, quadrilaterals and rhombus. Okay. We have polygons. Out of those polygons, quadrilaterals are a subset. And all rhombuses are quadrilateral, so it has to be concentric circles. So B should go with 4. So it's either option 3 or option 4, A3, B4. What about C? Engine, piston, wheel. Okay. Piston is part of an engine, but wheel is a separate one. So we'll have engine, we'll have piston, and then we'll have a wheel. So C has to be 1, which means D has to be 2. Color, cloth, merchant, they're all disconnected, right? A merchant can deal in cloth or not. A merchant can deal in color or not. Cloth can be in different colors, right? So D2, so that's C would be 1. Alright. So option 3, that would be. Next question. The total number of squares and rectangles in the following figure is. Alright. I want to know all the squares and all the rectangles. Now let's not forget, a square is also a rectangle, but in this context, we are talking about squares where the sides are equal and rectangles where the sides are not equal. Alright, so we'll count it that way for the sake of ease. Let's label each of these areas as A, B, C and D, and the other areas as E, F, G, H and I, J, K and L. So we have labeled every area now. Let's count all the squares first, right? See the squares. A, this is one square. Similarly, this would be another square. Similarly, this would be the third square, and this would be the fourth square, right? Apart from that, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth, right? And then we have ninth, and we have 10th. So what do we have? We have 10 squares so far, right, where the sides are equal. Now what about rectangles? Let's count. This is a rectangle 1, this is a rectangle 2, this is a rectangle 3, this is a rectangle 4, and then this is the longest rectangle 5, and this is the longest rectangle 6, and then 7, 8, 9, and 10, right? Why did we label them? So that we don't mix up the areas. For example, we took EILH as one rectangle, we took EIJ as another rectangle, and so on. So what did we get? We got 10 squares and 10 rectangles, squares only and rectangles only. So the total answer, that's option 3, 20. We got a total of 20 squares and rectangles. Which of the following figure will continue the same pattern as established in the above figures? Okay, let's see. We have 5 arrows, all of them turning right. We have 4 of them turning right. This one arrow turned left. This one had already turned left. In the second image, the second one turned left. In the third image, 2 have already left the third one, and then we have the next one. So in the last image, this last one should also turn left. So we should have all of them turning left, 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 and left. So that would be option 2, where all 5 arrows are turning left. That last one also turned now. Arrange the following words in a meaningful sequence. We have book, pulp, timber, jungle, paper. Alright, timber, jungle, they're related. In jungle, from jungle, I get timber, right? From timber, I can get pulp. From pulp, I'll get paper. With paper, I'll make a book, right? So D, C, B, E, A. That would be option 3, D, C, B, E, A. Choose the odd one out from the following: wheat, pea, mustard, and rice. Out of them, wheat is Rabi, pea is Rabi, and mustard is Rabi. Only rice is cultivated in Kharif. So the odd one out would be rice, option 4, because it's the only one out of the 4 which are cultivated in the Kharif season. In the following diagram, circle represents businessmen, square represents dancer, triangle musician, rectangle Indians. Okay, which among the following is neither a dancer nor a musician but is a businessman and not an Indian? Alright, so I don't want dancer, I don't want musician, I don't want Indian, I want only businessman. Check businessman, circle represents businessman, but all these regions have some overlap with one or the other, dancer or musician or India. I am interested only in these 10 people. They are businessmen, but they are not any of the other 3, right? So what's the answer? The answer would be option 4. If driver is 12, pedestrian is 20, and accident is 16, we are converting strings of letters directly into numbers. DRIVER, 6 letters, and I have 12. That feels like 6 into 2. Let's investigate further. What about pedestrian? PEDESTRIAN, 10 letters. This is 10 letters. 10 into 2 also feels like 20. What about accident? Let's confirm once more. ACCIDENT, 8 letters. 8 into 2 is 16. So easy. Find out how many letters there are multiplied by 2. Car has 3 letters. And what is 3 into 2? 6. That would be option 2. A watch is 1 minute slow at 1 p.m. on Tuesday and 2 minutes fast at 1 p.m. on Thursday. Alright, so it was slow initially and then it gained time uniformly and it actually showed 2 minutes fast at 1 p.m. on Thursday, right? 1 p.m. on Tuesday and 1 p.m. on Thursday. Time is the same. So Tuesday to Wednesday is 24 hours, Wednesday to Thursday is 24 hours. So from here to here, there's a total of 48 hours, right? In 48 hours, the watch went from -1 minutes to 2 minutes, right? 1 minute slow means minus 1 minute, 2 minutes fast is plus 2 minutes. So it went from minus 1 to plus 2. That's a total of how much? That's a total of 3 minutes that it gained. It gained 3 minutes over how much time? It gained 3 minutes in 48 hours. Correct? Now the question is, when did it show the correct time? It was 1 minute slow. It came at par when it actually gained 1 minute, right? From minus 1 minute, it came to 0. So it would have gained 1 minute in how much time? 3 in 48, 1 minute in 48 by 3. 16 hours, right? 16 hours from the start, it would have shown the correct time. When did we start? At 1 p.m. on Tuesday. What is 16 hours from then? 12 hours later would be 1 a.m. 1 p.m. on Tuesday would be afternoon. In the midnight, it would be 1 a.m. Wednesday, right? And 4 more hours later. So that would be 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning. It gained, the whole thing in a nutshell, it gained 3 minutes in 48 hours. It will show the correct time when it has gained 1 minute. It came from minus 1 to 0, so that would have happened in 16 hours. That would be 5 a.m. on Wednesday morning.